Hey guys, welcome back. We're about to start this game called AI, the Somnium Files. It's made by the same group that made 9 Doors, 9 Hours, 9 Persons. So hopefully it's going to be really weird and confusing and very mysterious, and we won't know who's actually doing what. Or there's going to be multiple paths and someone's doing something different on each one. I know absolutely nothing about this game, so I can't tell you what to expect. Well, let's just dive right in. English. Yeah, I'm fine with not switching the language. Oh, also, I have swapped the stream to try and do 1080p streaming, so let me know if anything looks weird or is not showing up properly. Alright, so is this putting us in right where we just saw? Or is this like we see someone dead and then it tosses us back in time? Looked like the girl's eyes were plucked out and she was stabbed in the gut with something from the panning camera. During investigations, the main character, Date, inspects scenes and collects testimony. Progress by examining objects and talking to people. Oh, progress, not progress. English is a weird language. Date's position is fixed, but you can move the cursor and your view. Try looking around and moving the cursor to find something that catches your eye and inspect it. Okay. On that panda ride, a certain caught my eye. The panda ride looks lonely. Ferris wheel. The old Ferris wheel is over there. Feels like an enormous eye staring down. Oh, I wouldn't say that. This rain is depressing. It's been like this all day. Yep. It's raining specifically because this person was murdered. That's why it's depressing. Is this the control room? The place where the operator sits to turn the ride on and off. I took a look inside, but didn't see anything that might be a clue. Back to you. Choices and look. When you speak to a person, you'll be presented with choices and look. What is look? Use the choices to select the topic of the conversation. Look will allow you to observe the person you're speaking to. Let's get a good look at your face. An inspector from Metro. I hope he finds a lead. Thanks for coming out here, buddy. I know it was your day off.
It's my duty, sir. Thank you.
Oh, what's going on? Or,
Not yet, sir.
not what's going on. Anything to go on. What's your name?
Wow, I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name. It's Kagami, sir.
Well, seeing as how my little pointer didn't update that, I'm not going to remember it. What do you look like? A local cop. How's the investigation coming?
Not too good, unfortunately. We're not finding much.
My boss is out here? Who found the body?
Metro got a call about 2 hours ago. Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah. Thing is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later.
After finishing discussing the topic with someone, they might have new things to talk about. When talking to people, choose topics that interest you. You might obtain important information or clues. Selecting log will allow you to recap any previous conversations. What can you tell me about the victim?
Her name's Nadami Shoko. You knew her, right?
Nope.
What was the
Name
relationship
doesn't ring any
like?
bells.
I heard you two have been close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
So this rain, huh? It's terrible. Should probably come back later.
It's unusual for this time of year. It'll be hard to find any usable prints.
Well, it's covered under there. Might find something. The fence set up around the merry-go-round. Probably to prevent nosy kids from getting caught in the machinery. Been 8 years since Bloom Park closed. The weather's gotten to it pretty bad. Let's take a look at you. I don't think I'm going to do these other two options. They don't seem like they'll really lead to any new information at this point. I call her Boss. She runs Abyss, a special branch of the Metropolitan Police Department. I report directly to her. Horse from the merry-go-round. The body is mounted on one of the horses. I should get a better look. I took a step forward.
Sorry, sir. Could you please not get any closer?
I'm the detective here, aren't I? I need to examine the body.
We haven't taken any footprints yet.
Well, it's a good thing I'm wearing shoes. I won't leave any.
Appreciate your understanding.
Allow me to assist you.
Okay, strange mascot. Kinda looks like a fusion between the bear from Danganronpa and that eyeball that gets crushed by the nail in all Tony Hawk games. Her official designation is AI Ball. She's an artificial intelligence built into my fake eye. An AI for an eye.
You want me to use the zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
IBA's vision modes. While playing through the story, IBA's special vision modes may help you obtain new information. You can now use the zoom mode to enlarge the target, select a zoom, and examine the corpse. You can also view the controls on F1. Okay. I guess F1. I didn't know how to zoom. It didn't tell me what button. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Maybe it just automatically does it if I click on the body again? Yeah, there it is. Take a look at that
The left
eyeball.
eye socket is vacant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Left eye.
The most likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
They're already taking trophies.
Well, we don't know that for sure. A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
I think a crow or some other animal would have eaten more of the corpse than just the eye.
Impossible. The amount of blood indicates that the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive.
Correct.
Take a look
I am
at that
detecting
face.
signs of increased stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Don't bug me with jargon right now, alright? I'm just upset.
Yeah, apparently I knew this girl.
Pupil
About the right eye.
dilation
Anything
and
under the
fluid
eyelid?
turbidity indicate the victim is dead. Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso. Cause of death: blood loss from these wounds. Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago. That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
Several puncture wounds, but no cuts or tears. That
The victim was
means...
probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick.
Oh, this was a mafia killing. I wasn't done looking at the corpse. Click on the... Nope, can't click on the mouth. I was thinking since it was open, maybe they stuffed something inside. Grab the... Oh, here's the exit button. Any suspects?
Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work.
Copycat of what?
On the case 6 years ago.
Refresh my
6
memory.
years ago?
For whatever reason, she didn't elaborate. The case 6 years ago. Done swabbing for footprints? I guess not. Local cop. What's up with these skewered horses?
Horse on the merry-go-round. It looks like it's skewered.
This is not a message from the criminal. The park was already in this state before the crime. My best hypothesis is that this is the result of a teenage prank.
Yeah, teenagers known for their massive muscles where they can rip horses out of merry-go-rounds and stab them into planters upside down. Some more skewered horses over here. The horse is pierced upside down. It looks almost pitiful. It's a bench. A parasol is getting pelted by the rain. Merry-go-round control room. There are no leads here. The main column holding up the roof. There's gotta be something else with the corpse. Still green. Let's look at it. Shoko Nadami's corpse. The metal pole.
The victim's arms are tied behind her back with rope. The same rope wraps around her body and the pole directly behind her.
Now, why would they do that?
To prevent her from moving while they removed her eye and stabbed her in the gut. Probably. Her arms are tied behind her back. Multiple puncture wounds on her body.
The eyeball has also not been recovered from the scene.
So the killer took it with them.
That is highly likely.
Why would they do that?
Trophy.
I believe answering those kinds of questions is your job, Special Agent Date.
Her left eye is missing. It's possible the killer took it.
I knew her.
I know. Remember that I also saw her several times. Though it has been quite some time since we last saw her.
The eye of a dead woman. I can't look at her face anymore. Got anything else here? Thought I saw something green for a second. Nope. What's your name again? Kagami?
It's Kagami, sir.
It's a fence. But what am I doing here?
Are you serious?
Yes. Because I've examined the body and they won't let me get closer to... And they're not finished checking for prints.
You're Special Agent Kaname Date. You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me.
Okay, so it's pronounced Abyss. Definitely fooled me.
I called you here to inspect the scene, Date.
Sure, boss. But inspecting dead bodies isn't usually part of the job.
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date?
That's what
I had
everyone
to
keeps
tell
telling me.
You deserve to know.
What was that?
It sounded like someone was trying to bust out from the inner column.
Analyzing the source of the sound. Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated from inside the merry-go-round's central column.
Inside the column?
What I said. A second victim, who hasn't been killed yet. The noise came from inside.
Date, use me to see through the column.
Well, I got X-ray vision.
Utilize the X-ray mode.
X-ray. Hello there.
It appears as though someone is inside.
I threw down my umbrella and ran to the pillar.
Hey, wait!
Shut up!
I pushed him aside and ran up on the platform.
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something.
No reply. Well, that's rude. Not even gonna invite me in? I knocked and everything. Looking closely, I found a small handle on the column. I grabbed it hard and tried to pull it open.
You won't budge.
It may be locked from the inside.
Okay, so she ran in there to get away from the killers and locked herself inside? And then, I guess the lock jammed, but she can't get out? Or she's stupid and thinks the police are the killers. Or they are the killers.
Hey, whoever's in there, stay back.
Oh.
Is Suki.
Did you kill her? Found the murderer. No, that'd be too simple. The killer's probably dropped the ice pick on the ground and she grabbed it trying to defend herself or something. What was that? Having a brain blast?
What is this place?
This is your dream.
Obviously.
Me?
Correct. You are Date.
And you are?
You're almost a skeleton. And there's also a skeleton in the room.
Where do I even start with this?
That's a weird dance.
I can answer all of your queries.
Alright then. Who are you?
I'm me, of course.
Oh, of course. Maybe a proper answer like a name?
Voice? Iba?
It's not what it sounded like before. It sounded far more robot-y.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
Guess that's one way of describing it.
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind. Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but
What are you doing in my dream?
you called me. My consciousness and your own are linked. This is why I appear in your dreams. Consider me an alter ego. But I shouldn't waste time explaining further. You will have forgotten this by the time you wake up.
So what's the point of us talking here?
I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
Okay, I guess you can do that. I'm trying to sort out my situation, but my brain isn't cooperating. It must be because I'm sleeping right now. So things that I should know, I can't remember. My head is all fuzzy. I'm not my usual self. It's like I'm inside someone else's head. What a strange feeling.
Putting that aside, do you recognize this room?
It's my house?
No, not at all.
I suppose that's fine. Let us begin.
Begin what?
Somnium scan! Activate!
I'm going full superpowers already. Can't just bust out those moves on me. Still recovering from your dance earlier.
Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your Somnium, your dream world. My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Mental locks?
Have you already forgotten?
Yes.
Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Huh?
In short,
Well, I'm not
Somnium
trained in
is a
lucid
world
dreaming.
built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness.
Don't judge me too much, Iba.
This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be broken before we can proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers. Therefore, we must...
Remove the mental locks?
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving. Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
Go to the door. Open it.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
I should go open the door. Why are you staring at me?
Well, I suppose that is true, but...
Alright, let's do this.
Sinking in the brain. Wake Date up. Date's dream world. In this strange and surreal dream, trust the light to wake up Date. In Somnia, you explore a dream to discover the subject's hidden memories. Unlocking the mental locks will allow you to travel deeper into the dream. Unlocking all of them will reveal important information. Guide to unlocking the mental locks is displayed in the upper left corner. First, move Iba closer to the door and investigate. Oh. Didn't think I'd actually get to move around in this game. Camera kind of freezes when I start moving while turning it. Guess I can't use that light switch. And we open the window.
A door locked with a padlock.
When investigating things, you can choose from a number of options to give Iba instructions. For now, have Iba investigate the door. Investigate.
It appears all I have to do is open this door.
Easy peasy. No, you open it. You don't stroke the handle.
That is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic. This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My Somnium?
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your body is currently sleeping. I suppose I will have to explain.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
But she already explained this.
Shut up and
It's a
listen.
dream world. And it's my dream world this time. It seems like maybe it'll be someone else's next time.
Date, look at that.
I don't know how
Places
I'm gonna
with
get
the
into
right
other
touches
people's dreams.
become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible. Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable. Who was that?
I don't know.
Your typical
You
businessman.
must know. This is your dream. It is created from your memories.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who that was.
You may remember upon reflection.
That when I wake up and you tell me about everything we did
I
here?
need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
Indeed, but it is difficult to predict exactly how an object will behave in Somnium. Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't forget that I have a veto.
Were you insinuating I'm gonna have you do something perverted? I take offense to that. In Somnium World, you are able to investigate objects that have a floating name. A new object has appeared. Move Iba over to it and investigate. Okay. Let's kill this plant and maybe kill those vines in the wall.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
Flower with a woman's name.
I would like to lower the music volume and raise the voice volume, because the music got really loud right there. The menu contains a number of functions such as file, flowchart, options, and guide. Game will autosave. You can also manually save with save. If you would like to end the game, blah blah blah, top menu. We just want options right now. Lower that by 1 tick and raise that by 1 tick. That'll probably be fine. File allows you to read information about people you've spoken to or terms you've heard. It is updated as the story advances. Oh, this was the dead girl, right? Nope, that's not the dead girl. That's the murderer. This one was the dead girl. Worked for an investment company. She likes to be envied. She kind of sounds like a bitch. Just like someone who hurt her in the past. Hobbies are winery tour, Scandinavian furniture collection, and Pilates. What a Karen. Skilled at lying and cheating. Shoko is the ex-wife of Renju Okiura and Mizuki's mother. On a Friday night in November, she was found on the merry-go-round in the defunct amusement park known as Bloom Park. Her left eye socket was hollowed out. We'll come back to this stuff after we get out of the Somnium sequence and read up on everything we've learned then. Flower with woman's name. Grab it. Rip it out of the plant. Pot. It looked muscly. I thought you could do it.
It's remarkably solid. I can hardly believe it's a plant.
It's symbolic of my lifestyle. Put your roots down and stand your ground.
Or perhaps it just means you are an inconvenient annoyance.
You were able to touch it.
Correct.
So I just need to keep this up?
Something like that.
Okay, gravity didn't work. Smell it. What does it
Hey, I
smell
didn't
like?
know you could smell.
I can't. I'm pantomiming.
Oh. That's not gonna get us any new information.
Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
Sure, whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Harder, you gotta smell it harder.
What?
What? Okay.
Dante, what kind of fetishes do you have? Oh my gosh.
Amazing suction! Bravo! Marvelous!
Well, we moved it.
What are you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
You check progress on the left side of the screen. Your actions just now advanced your progress. Reach the end to clear Somnium. You can view the controls on the menu. Well, it shows me the controls on the bottom left. Why would I need to look at the menu?
A switch. The thorns are gone.
Yep, because the plant's up your nose. Might want to take that out at some point. Not right now, though.
Now I can
We need this light
activate the
switch.
switch. Isn't this rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
You're gonna be the one doing the touching.
I would rather be sleeping.
You unlock the turn on the light mental lock. There's another mental lock in the Somnium. Unlock the next mental lock using the guide Open the Door as a lead. You can always check the tutorial by going to Menu, File, Appendix. Checking here first. Clearly the skeleton represents the murdered girl. I already forgot her name. Terrible with names. And she liked
Glass
wine.
of wine.
So we'll drink some. Then pour one out for the homie. Have a sip.
Leave it to me.
I meant from the glass, not the bottle.
I feel kinda good.
How can you get drunk? You're a robot, and this is a dream.
Why isn't AI getting drunk?
Why do I have to listen to Date diss me all the time?
Oh, she's annoying when she's drunk. Someone else can come take her.
Alright, well, we can't interact with that again.
A skeleton. It appears to be bleeding from the left eye.
Yes. Talk to it.
To the skeleton?
Yeah. Say hello. Introduce yourself.
You just want someone to talk to, huh?
True. Hello, my name is Iba. What is your name?
My name is Dead Girl.
I am currently 92% charged and feeling well. Hey, don't ignore me,
His head gonna just snap over and look at her.
stupid bony man.
Don't do too much gender. It's a
Your
woman.
mother is a stupid bony girl. Bony, bony, bony.
Are you finished?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Touch basket.
I cannot see inside it.
What if you squeeze your face up to that little opening? Wire the basket.
Leave it to me.
Some of these options are so
It is
strange.
I cannot see anything.
Now neither
I
can the
see a
skeleton.
dumb AI and a skeleton.
Don't need to worry about it sneaking up and giving you a spook now. Won't know where you are.
A basket.
Search it.
A model of a UFO. A stuffed chupacabra?
Can you pull out the stuffed chupacabra? I want to
And
see
a
it.
$1 bill.
Occult stuff, maybe?
Does the occult interest you, Date?
The truth is out there.
It is a trending topic. Anyone could have encountered items such as these.
True. Somebody's into the occult.
This is somewhat different than a cult.
We'll do the tackle option
A
later if we run into a
shaped like
wall.
rose.
Lift it up. See what that does.
Ugh,
Nothing.
it won't move.
It must mean I don't flinch. I hold my ground like a mountain.
Hold your ground like a beautiful tulip, Date. Get it right.
I interpret it more as your irritating personality spreading like pollen in the wind.
The tears won't stop. Must be allergies.
You're just sleepy. A lamp. It looks like a rose.
Okay. Turn it off.
But how?
Is it plugged into the wall?
I cannot find a switch or a plug.
Even in my dream, I don't get what I want.
Cover it with the box.
In fairness, this is your memory, but this is not your house.
It's somebody else's house. Somebody from my memory. But I have no idea. It could be anyone.
Not necessarily. Dreams do contain an element of randomness, but oftentimes they draw together individuals with strong personal connections. Dreams are constructed similarly to how information is transmitted through the brain.
So what do you take away from all this?
Don't turn off the light. I want to see this.
That was kind of dirty.
Shut up.
How do anime protagonists have such terrible memories?
A lamp.
Like, Date can't remember
looks
whose
like a
house
rose.
this is, or any of the people that are popping up. And plenty of animes, you'll have a character that's like, We spent the entire summer together last year. What? You don't remember any of that? Why is that, of all things, a trope?
You don't have to kick it so hard.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
It didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly.
You have eyes in the back of your head?
Hey, Date, are we gonna get him too? Huh?
Yeah,
What are
go
you
kick it in the head. It's the only option left. Kick it in the head.
Skeleton.
There are traces of blood around
Don't worry,
the left eye
skeleton.
socket.
You'll get yours.
Even though it's just bone?
This skeleton is clinging to some small bit of life.
I hope my bones die and stay dead, like they should.
A skeleton.
Alright, your time has come, skeleton.
No,
Prepare yourself.
skeleton. I harbor no grudges against you. Hi, yeah! What?
Iba, look! The wall!
What are we looking at? Which wall? Oh. All the walls. Well, we got out of the room. And now we're back in.
Do you have an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know. Who is he?
Are you sure you don't know?
Probably one of the X-Men. I mean, did you see the way he faced through that door? It's gotta be mutant power.
No. He looks like some old man.
You could describe him a little more generously.
Boss is sleep talking. A hidden item? Insomnia? There's always one somewhere. No. More. I can't eat anymore. I'm stuffed. Probably back here in the kitchen. Yep, right there. What is that, big ol' eyeball? Yep.
What?
It is Iba. Gun, the skull still on the floor, massive holes in everything.
A gun came out of the skull?
And the gun has a key on the end. Take a look at it first, because we'll
Why is
definitely need
there
to pick
a
it
gun
up.
in this house?
This house has a skeleton in it. Anything can happen.
I hear it's common in the Kyushu area.
What, for people to have guns? I thought only police officers could have guns in Japan.
In fact, it is said that they place hand grenades in the egg cartons in their refrigerators.
What are you reading, Iba? I don't think that's accurate
Where
either.
did you hear that from?
A gun. It won't go off?
Not if you don't pull the trigger. Or put ammo in.
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate some crooks with this thing.
Don't get excited.
Weren't you worried about it
Remind you
going
of
off?
anyone?
No?
Jam it in the keyhole.
A door locked with a padlock.
Put the gun in the keyhole.
Do you think something this size would fit?
It might
Yes.
fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
I suppose. I see. The gun was the key.
Well, well, well. Seems I was key in helping us escape.
Okay, that's it. This dream is over.
I suppose this dream is over then. Guess I'll wake up now.
Good. I'll open it.
You do that. It's the X-Men. Where's Professor Xavier, sir? Is this the same room? Did Date's dad kill his mom? I guess we'll never know. Because we woke up. Day 2, Saturday. 9:21 a.m. Police headquarters. Hey boss, what's up? I might want to zip up your hoodie a little bit. That's a bit too much cleavage for the office.
Good morning, Date. I was waiting for you.
So, you gonna talk to me or just stare at me? Who's this guy? A police officer
Have you met
mannequin?
my partner? This is my childhood friend, Mario.
Find a different name. This one doesn't have a mustache.
He's a good listener. I tell him all my stories when I get lonely.
That's sad. This was the moment I started to worry about Boss's mental health. Flag with big catch on it.
You think it's true that a tanuki's ball sack can stretch up to 10 square feet?
Absolutely. Have you seen how massive those things are?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Don't be timid, Date. Tell her what you really think. A snowboard. This lady's into all kinds of stuff. A
I
symbol.
use that thing for stress relief sometimes.
Just kick it or smash them together.
I can
Make as
hear
much
it all the
noise
way
as
down the
possible.
hall.
Oh, didn't even realize this was gonna be Christmas themed.
That's been here a while.
I mean, Christmas comes every year, right? It's a pain taking that thing down and putting it up again.
I agree. If you're gonna put up decorations, just leave them there all the time. A decorated Christmas tree. That's been here since the first time I was in this room. A plaster figure. It's a lifesaver. A stationary bike for indoor training. A symbol. A boy band poster?
Yup. They're all my husbands.
Do they know that?
Uh-huh.
Boss is single, by the way. A police poster. A map on the wall. No, not Christmas tree. I want to do the coat hanger. There's a lot of stuff hanging on a coat hanger. And it looks like it's umbrellas. Those are meant to go in a basket in the corner by the door. Cabinet. Nothing interesting about that. Those are some nice masks.
That's my grandpa's death mask.
Why is it in here? Shouldn't it be on him if he's dead?
The guy had a huge face.
Boss's grandfather's death mask. Is this your grandma's death mask? A mysterious mask is displayed on the wall. Souvenir from some rural town? I haven't seen one of these in a while. A public bath door curtain. Happy birthday banner decoration. That birthday party was a while ago, though. He's got decorations for everything. I guess she did say she's kind of the put them up and just leave them there kind of person. Pumpkin carved like a jack-o'-lantern.
Wonder why we call all our pumpkins Jack? What if that pumpkin's name was Bill?
Or Fred, or Paul, or Timothy. Bunch of better names than Jack.
Funnier in my head.
A bookshelf. It's full of files and binders, but I don't know of what. It's got books, manga, movies, games, all sorts of stuff. What does she do in here? Clearly not work. Bookshelf's got a ton of things stuffed in it. An electronic darts game.
So if we're trapped down here when World War III starts, we'll have something to do.
Seems like it would get boring fast. I think I'd rather blow my brains out. Can I see what's on your computer? She has a computer on her desk. Which has a monitor built in. Boss's desk. There are stickers all over the front. Now the left side of the room.
Overall length of 15.35 inches, width of 8.8, height of 5.35, and a body weight of just a hair over 830 grams. This RC car has friction dampers on the front and rear axles as well.
Is that good? I don't know RC cars.
How do you know all this stuff?
Well, she read the manual.
I used to be a flag girl for RC car racing in my glory days.
And you gave up the dream to serve the public as a police officer. What an amazing human. Bags hanging on a rack. Is it all candy? Inside the bags are masks, like for costume parties. Nope. I knew it was something colorful. That's your grandpa's tombstone? To go along with his death mask? Shelves.
Reminds me of you, boss. You have many faces, one inside the other. No matter how deep you go, you'll never get to the real you.
Matryoshkas eventually end, though.
As do all humans. It's very philosophical, really.
You get to the last one, the smallest one, like a child. That's the real me.
You're a child? Why'd they hire you on the police force? Don't they have child labor laws or something?
Stop ogling me.
I am not ogling you.
Look, just because you keep it a little chilly in here and my nipples are hard doesn't mean you can look. I'm out of here. The entrance. Guess I can't.
It's me, Mario. Nice to meet you.
What? He talks?
He talks?
Boss's friend, Mario. An RC car. Okay. Got. Oh, found something else to click on. Some balls. Soccer ball.
Looking at that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
The boss's old love interest must have been an athlete. Interesting. It's a volleyball. Okay. Well, one more click on the Tanuki, and then we'll talk to boss. Okay. I think that's everything. I see you still haven't cleaned this place up.
Where do you think you are, Agent?
In the storage unit.
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Underground. We're 6 stories underground.
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. It's suffocating in here.
Probably wouldn't be so much if you cleared all the crap out.
Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful, liven things up a little. It's like a party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
Well, you've certainly accomplished that. What's the status of the investigation?
Who do you think I am, Date?
My boss?
You're my boss? Commander of Abyss Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Boss?
I honestly don't know. I've been calling you boss for 6 years, so...
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
I suffer from a memory disorder. I don't remember anything past 6 years ago. I don't think that's a disorder, I think that's called amnesia, and you should have had that checked out 6 years ago. I've been having flashbacks recently. Fragments of my past.
What does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
About Mizuki. What are we gonna do with her? She clearly murdered her mom.
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
Yep. Put that thought on hold, boss. I just remembered I wanted to read all this. You earned album photos by finding hidden items or clearing Somnium with more than 1 second remaining. Oh, we're gonna have a time limit in Somnium? You can view photos you've collected at any time. Collect them all. Name, Kaname Date, male, 30. Birthday is August 3rd. Police officer of Advanced Brain Investigation Squad, Metropolitan Police Department. Likes classic cars, curry, bonito, pelvises, Reika. Dislikes soft-boiled eggs. Why? Those are delicious. Punk kids, ghosts. Hobbies, collect vintage magazines. Skills, reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. Overview. A sensor? I think that's gonna be pronounced censor when somebody says it. Date uses the sync machine to dive into the minds of suspects of persons of interest. He lost his eye 6 years ago, but replaced it with a prosthetic eye, which houses an advanced artificial intelligence known as AI Ball. He also lost all his memories past 6 years ago. Aiba. Full name, AI Ball. Sex is female, according to the settings. 5 years old. Born November 9th. Profession, investigation assistant. Likes insects, spiders, crustaceans. Something in binary. Maybe I'll look that up later to see what it says. Or someone else wants to look it up and pop it in chat so we can all find out right now. Dislikes, dirty jokes, going outside the simulation. I don't know, she seemed to like dirty jokes when we were in Somnium. Either that or she's so oblivious she didn't realize that all the dirty jokes going on. Hobbies, sneaks outside of Date's eye socket while he's sleeping and makes mischief. Like, she uploads herself to the internet and makes mischief, or like, his eyeball physically pops out of his head and crawls around. Skills, hacking, fluoroscopy, I think it's actually pronounced. Voice imitation, 3D modeling. Overview. Aiba is an autonomous artificial intelligence. She usually takes the shape of an eyeball and resides in Date's left eye socket. She assists Date by gathering information, connecting to networks and databases, and using her X-ray and thermographic functions. Mizuki Okiura. Female, age 12, born July 6. Profession, 6th grader. Likes tonkotsu ramen, stew, unagi, metal pipes, iris. Dislikes raw seafood, how Date holds chopsticks. Hobbies, Breeding Cleone. Curious what a Cleone is. Collecting Addo Rabbit merch. Skills. Studies martial arts and enjoys emotionally attacking Date. Mizuki is Renju Okiura and Shoko Nadami's daughter. Although she is not related to Date, he became her de facto guardian 4 years ago. The two have lived under one roof ever since. We already read her boss. Designation boss. Female, 42, December 21st. Commander of Abyss, the special investigation team of the Metropolitan Police Department, likes wine, gourd dolls, anything black. Dislikes happy families, ex-boyfriends, MPD's director, decluttering and organizing. Hobbies, going to clubs and kabukicho. Skills, grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, making them obey. Boss is Date's direct superior and longtime friend. She appears to be an easygoing optimist with a carefree attitude, but she is as cunning as a fox with a quick wit. That's all our stuff. What's in the appendix? That's a lot more reading, and not as important as I think people are. Let's check our pictures. Cup of wine. Some concept art. This is our secret picture. Tiny Aiba stuck in a wine glass. Interrogator says she hasn't said a word since we found her.
Doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a specialist at Central Hospital right now.
Did you take her to the hospital after we found her?
Yep.
Yeah.
Were you with her this whole time?
Yep.
You're like her legal guardian then.
No, she just lives with me.
Mizuki Okiura, the girl we found in the merry-go-round. She's 12 years old, in 6th grade. Certain circumstances brought us to live together, but we aren't blood-related. Sort of like a stray cat that found her way into my home.
In any case, we're not going to get anything from her.
Well, we can use the brain scan thing and jump into her mind, right? About Renju Okiura. Why can't she go live with her biological father?
Have you picked up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed.
Well, yeah, I guess he would be a murder suspect.
He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
I don't know, he looks like he'd kill someone. Look at that smug look on his face. Already thinks he's gotten away with it. Renju is Shoko's ex-husband of Mizuki's father. Not to mention an old friend of mine.
I wonder what Renju was doing last night. I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He was cleaning the blood off his clothes. And putting the eyeball he plucked out somewhere safe.
He didn't?
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result. No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse, and naturally started asking him questions.
Any leads at all?
I don't know if I would call them leads.
What about the ice pick? The one we found in Mizuki's hand?
Yeah, definitely would have had her fingerprints on it, but were there any other fingerprints on it?
We were able to identify the manufacturer, but...
Well, I don't think that really helps.
It's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly. We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Meaning that ice pick was probably the murder weapon.
Almost definitely.
Talk more about that ice pick.
The pick Mizuki was holding?
Yes, the very same.
The only prints on it are hers.
Okay, so like I said initially, she's the murderer.
Evidence is really stacking up against her.
But it was clearly self-defense. I mean, she had to tie her mom to the merry-go-round so she wouldn't get beaten up, and then her mom was still fighting back with her legs because they weren't tied up, so she had to stab her multiple times in the gut and take out her eyeball.
She couldn't have done it. That's impossible.
Clear-cut self-defense.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her. She is important to you, right?
Any other info?
Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database. Although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I've got amnesia.
I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right? It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years old. Female. Residence, Meguro District.
She looks less like a bitch when she's dead.
Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju. Date and Renju were so-called old drinking buddies. Renju and Shoko had one child together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case. 4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nadami.
I should also give you this. It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right?
You're telling me my AI-infused eyeball can't display holograms for people to see?
Since you don't have a cell phone.
What did you guys even do with the budget? I took Shoko's picture and put it in my pocket. Now, completely other news. About that case 6 years ago.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday? The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
I don't wanna. I wanna know what happened to my eyeball. Who plucked it out and why are they taking other people that I know's eyeballs too?
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away and... Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
That just makes me want to know even more.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
I don't know. I lost an eye 6 years ago. Shoko lost an eye yesterday. There's a link.
But it might. Last night you said this could be a copycat crime.
Yes, that's my point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer. That's impossible. Literally impossible.
Because I was the killer 6 years ago, and they purposefully gave me amnesia because I was the world's greatest investigator, and they were like, let's just get him on our side.
So it's not necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only cloud your judgment.
I don't accept that.
Just give it up, Date.
I swear, if that ends up being a thing, and I just now called it, that's the reason I have amnesia. But we'll see. Did we ever identify who called it in?
The person who reported the screaming?
Right.
The very same.
Unfortunately, not yet.
What's the holdup?
They didn't identify themselves over the phone.
But you should have a location by now.
All we know is that it was a payphone.
A payphone? That's odd.
Those still exist in the future?
It is unusual. Whoever it was clearly didn't want us knowing their identity. They may have even been the killer.
Oh, that's weird looking. Okay, that answers my question from before. Of if she, pops out of his skull to go do her mischief. That can't be comfortable. Having your eyeball pop out on its own.
Hello.
Hey,
No, not hello. I told you not to just pop out of nowhere like that.
I do not understand your concern. Boss knows me by now.
Well, still.
okay. Let's take a nice hard look at myself. It's me. I don't think I'll ever get used to seeing myself with my own eye. It's creepy. Well, I suppose it isn't really my eye. Aiba is my left eye. She's outside my eye socket right now. But I see what she sees, as if it were my own eye. Her body and the terminal in the back of my eye socket are connected wirelessly. Well, hello there, handsome.
You are a handsome-looking man. Oh, no, stop it.
Are you okay, Date?
Perfectly fine, let me have this. Don't judge me.
Perhaps it's time for his medication.
Give me a few more minutes. That's enough talking to myself. Let's talk to Aiba first. My left eyeball is Aiba. She sees things differently than I do. Why did you come out?
I haven't been getting a lot of exercise lately.
You're an eyeball. How do you need exercise?
You're joking, right?
It's been 5 years since we first met. One day I got called into the control room and Pewter, the engineer, showed it to me.
The official title is AI Ball.
That guy looks like a supervillain.
You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology. Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Aiba's been living in my head ever since. She gathers info and runs analysis. She can also access wireless networks and hack into other computers. While she's in my eye socket, we communicate through an artificial nerve to my brain. Lets us talk without actually speaking. Will she give me a different answer? Why'd you come out?
Okay, really now. What's the real reason you came out?
There is something I need to report to the boss.
To me?
Correct. I could have had the message relayed through Date, but that would have been less efficient.
I don't know, us sitting here having an entirely different conversation seems less efficient than just having me convey a message.
I concluded that it was better to have the both of you hear this together.
Aren't you wasting a lot of time explaining this?
Please listen quietly. I have determined who reported the crime.
Huh?
You have?
Let's talk about that later. About I.
I've been thinking a lot lately. About myself. If I have another mind inside me, am I really me?
Well, it reminds me of something Arthur Rimbaud once wrote. I is another.
Meaning what?
You have to figure that out for yourself. That's the point.
About AI.
Hey, what does love mean to you?
Where is this coming from?
Just answer the question.
Let me guess. You're asking me because the Japanese word for love is ai, right? Like a pun?
She got on too fast. I gotta get out of here.
I'm right, aren't I?
I'd never make a stupid pun like that.
You dork.
That hurts, you know.
About
Hey,
my eye.
So, about my left eye.
Now's not the time to talk about that.
So about Iva.
Hey, boss, is it possible to do something about her personality?
Don't ask me, I didn't create her. Get Pewter to tinker with her.
Wasn't the AI ball your idea, though?
Yeah, but I didn't choose her personality or the way she talks. You can thank Pewter for that.
Okay, so who reported the crime? Back onto business.
I found the payphone that the caller used. It was near the location of the crime, Bloom Park.
So it was the murderer. So Mizuki ran away from where she killed her mom, called on the payphone, ran back to where she killed her mom, and hid inside the carousel.
Thus, I decided to check the surveillance footage of any security cameras operating nearby.
So you found a way into that database?
That is correct. That area has little foot traffic, even less at night. The time of the report was around 9 p.m. Cameras only caught one person in the area around that time.
And it was Rinju.
I analyzed the footage and was able to obtain a facial recognition match. They were registered as a person of interest in the police database.
Oh my god, who was it?
What? Who's this geek?
Matsushita Ota, 24 years old, male.
That guy's supposed to be 24? He looks like a child.
I have marked his address on the map. That is all.
Also kind of looks like a frog.
Date?
Way ahead of you, boss. Let's go, Iba.
Affirmative.
When you're able to visit a new destination, map will appear on the bottom right of the screen. Open up the map and pick a destination. You can always check the tutorial by going to Menu, File, Appendix. You're kinda cute like that. As a little bear.
Aren't I? I receive that compliment frequently.
Your attitude isn't, though.
So, am I cute or not cute?
I was joking.
I don't understand your joke. Can you explain what's funny about it?
Nope, not cute at all. Okay, back inside.
No.
What? I am your human and you will obey me. Plus, I need to see better.
I'm giving you an order.
Does not compute.
Don't make me grab you and stuff you in myself. Alright, let's see if Frog Boy popped up in here. Nope, but Rinju did. Rinju Okiura, male, 37, April 13th. Entertainment company and maid cafe manager. Likes unusual things. Dislikes ordinary things. Hobbies, work. Skills, enjoys songwriting. Rinju manages the entertainment office. Limniscat? Limp Biscuit? And maid cafe, Sunfish Pocket. He is the ex-husband of Shoko Naomi and Mizuki's father. He's been Date's close friend for 5 years. Possibly even 7 years, but we wouldn't remember that. What's the flowchart? You can check the story's progress and branching points with the flowchart. This will be filled out as the story advances. By selecting a chapter in Investigation Progress, you can jump to any point in the story. That's nice. If I want to get all the endings, I won't need to fast forward through the entire thing like I did with 999. Do a little hard save right here. And then we'll get back to it. Check out this map. Matsushita Diner.